So what I want to do right now is finally take off the head and check for that screen. After this week, you will never see another Kia video. It's going for sale regardless if it works or not. Welcome back to another episode of Broken Mirror, guys. If you've been with me, then you know that I've been having a problem with the Kia. Finally, in the last episode, got the cat cleaned. Seems to be pretty good. Still kind of crossing my fingers on the heater element of it. But I mentioned in the last episode, there's one little stupid screen that I have to replace in this thing, and it's down underneath the head gasket in the block. So last week I mentioned that I ordered some parts and that they were on their way. Well, they arrived. So here is the whole gasket set from the head gasket up. I bought new head bolts because it's definitely going to need them. So I want to get started on this thing. I definitely want to see how fast I can do it. I'm trying for one day, but I think it's probably going to be 2 days. But I want to see how quick I can take this apart because I've done it so many times. It's going to be like second nature and muscle memory to me at this point. So first thing I want to do is start yanking off the serpentine belt, take all the elements off to connect the engine to the body, and then probably drop the oil pan or maybe vice versa. I don't know. Actually, I'll probably start by putting this thing on jack stands. Either way, I'm going to get started. See you guys in a bit. It is the next day. I almost got the head off last night, but I just couldn't fit the triple square socket down far enough to get the head bolts. Unfortunately, this little piece just wouldn't slide past this little groove. So this morning I ran to the store and I picked up this guy. Same exact thing, just longer. I know that clip ran a little long. I was originally just planning to take off the timing belt and stuff, but I figured just go for it. You guys seen it all. I just might as well get done with it. Everything got yanked off the car, kind of everywhere, even hiding around the corner. So what I want to do right now is finally take off the head and check for that screen. I think I so wanted to get it off last night just to see if this screen is actually there. I'm still not 100% convinced. And even if it is, I hope that it's clogged. So with that said, I think I'm going to take off the head right now, probably inspect it to make sure there's no bent valves as well. Check if that screen is there. If it is, replace it and start the process of cleaning the head, putting it back on, see what happens. Either way, I'm going to get started. It is the next day. I ended up taking off the head and I found out that that screen didn't exist. This was all a waste of time. Pretty annoyed, pretty irritable about it. So I decided to just start putting the head back on, put on the new head gasket, clean the surfaces, all that. And I installed a timing chain, and then I was gonna put on the cover and put on the oil pan and all that, but it started getting late. It was about 8 o'clock when I finally quit. So today what I would like to do is to clean up the bottom of the block for the oil pan surface, install the oil pan, install the timing chain cover, then install the valve cover, so at least seal the engine and get this part complete. After I do that, I'm probably just gonna run into installing everything else, the thermostat and all the wiring and crazy hoses that are over in this area, all this mess of stuff. Try to put it back onto the side of the engine, get that ready to go. I ended up cleaning up all the cylinders. I think you guys saw that they're really clean now. So hopefully all the combustion happens really good. So anyway, I'm just gonna try to wrap this whole thing up best I can, get it done. If it works, great. If it doesn't, this car is done. That's it. After this week, you will never see another Kia video. It's going for sale regardless if it works or not. That's where I'm at. I'm done with this project, period. So I'm gonna get started. I finished putting the car completely back together last night. I think I finished like 9:30 at night. Ended up cleaning up all the mess, all the garbage that was kind of kicking around from all the paper towels and all that. Started to bleed the coolant system, but I didn't want to run the car because it was late last night and I figured it would take me a good 20-30 minutes. So right now what I would like to do is to finish bleeding the coolant, let this thing run for a little bit, and then take it out for its first test drive. Oh, I guess the last test drive actually. I think you guys saw that I ended up cleaning the fuel injectors. I didn't tell you because I thought it was relevant to what was going on, but basically I got a few misfire codes and I thought that was weird based on all the work that I had done. All of a sudden these were popping up. So I decided to clean the fuel injectors just in case that was the cause. But after doing all that work, I'm thinking now that I might have jumped timing when I did the bearing. and that might have been the only problem. I don't know. Anyhow, all I'm gonna do right now is get this coolant to bleed, pull this car out, and take it for a test drive. See you guys in a bit. So this is my Audi. A lot of you guys have seen this in the background, but this is kind of my promise to you and more so myself that the Kia is done. I will no longer have two cars in this garage. It'll only be one car at a time, and it'll be the car that I'm working on. So next episode, I'm gonna be doing the transmission fluid, changing the water pump, changing the timing belt, maybe the thermostat. I don't know if it actually needs it. And then taking this thing for a test drive, kind of seeing what the kinks are and how it's running. Definitely gonna do an oil change, of course. But yeah, guys, I went for a test drive with the Kia. Different codes started popping up. The misfire went away. I thought the P0014 and 11 were gone. And then right at the end, I got P0014 again. I'm over it. I'm done with the car. It's literally made me depressed having that car. So I have to let go of it at this point. I can't do it anymore. It's driving me nuts. And once I sell it, it's gonna be the biggest relief I've had in a while. Anyway, like I said, I think next week we're gonna work on this car, get it ready to go so I can start driving it. So until then, I put a little video up here that I think you guys are gonna enjoy, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you then. Later, guys.